Hello and welcome. Today we are in the Tier 9 Pan-American battleship Los Andes. She is essentially Libertad except worse in pretty much every way, which is what you should expect because she is Tier 9. I would say that the most impactful change from Libertad is that her secondary range was reduced from 12.5 kilometers to just 12 kilometers. With secondaries, every meter of range counts, and if your ship is entirely secondary focused, well, losing that range does feel a little bad. But you still have your F key that can improve your secondary range by 20%, so it's not really that bad. It does feel a little bad when your F key isn't up and another secondary battleship shows up that has 12.5 kilometer range, but, you know, it doesn't really break the ship or anything. So, my plan is to just try to push hard. Sure, this is a tier 10 battle, but there aren't that many tier 10 ships in it. And it seems that there aren't many at the A cap at all. So, with that lion pushing up, I'm gonna... Oh! Double Citadel! Wow, I did not expect that. Anyway, the plan is to actually just get closer to secondary the lion. I didn't expect that the enemy would be this close, but if they are, well, that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show my side a little bit to the Vladivostok, but I don't think I'm gonna regret it too much. It should be perfectly fine, especially since we've already done this much damage to the lion. She's basically gonna be in full retreat at this point. Yeah, double fire too, and the secondary... Yeah, I think Lion is actually dead. Unless she whips out like super heal right now to... Never mind, she's just dead. Goodbye, Lion. Goodbye. And, yeah, I guess we... Oh, hello, Andalusia. She's actually within secondary range. And so is that Vladivostok now. Well, with the F key up. I'm just gonna stop right here, I think. Okay, let's aim. Oh, come on! I can't believe the Andalusia just disappeared like that. Well, that is unfortunate. Man, I really should have just fired instead of taking such a long time to aim. Usually I do fire like that. And my F key is about to run out, so my secondaries won't be firing on the Vladivostok anymore. So I guess I might as well use my main guns. I am not very angle against the Vladivostok, but I think we'll be okay. Oh, we actually started the fire with the secondaries. That's good news. And Vlad over there completely missed. Andalusia showed up again to take a few secondary hits. And I'm just gonna reverse slightly closer to the Vladivostok. Oh, she actually sailed into secondary range herself. This is perfect, and she's showing me sight now. So this improves my chance of actually doing something with the main guns. Look at that dispersion though, Jesus. It's terrible. Go secondaries, go! Oh, and by the way, if you didn't notice, the Thresher took out the Harugumo here, on her own. Well, I think it was on her own. Imagine that, you're in the A cap, on your side of the team, behind an island, and a submarine strolls up and just kills you. And your team doesn't do anything to the submarine. What? Wow, the enemy team really is not trying their best here. At least that's what it feels like. Oh, Harbin is using smoke. Yeah, I'm gonna give a compliment to that Thresher. He has done really well. Takes some balls to actually go through this gap as a submarine. But I suppose a battleship pushing with you, maybe it's something you might consider. Normally I don't think you would want, at least I definitely wouldn't. Okay, I'm gonna show some side, press the F button and secondary that Bismarck. Once I get close enough to get spotted, of course. And there it is. Hello, Bismarck. Would you like some secondaries? I have a lot of them. Okay, so... Unfortunately... Well, I got hit, so I'm not taking the caps on. 5 more seconds, but sadly I sailed a little too quickly towards the Bismarck. Oh, hello Andalusia. I'm gonna just stop here so I can keep shooting the Andalusia. If I keep going full speed, I'm gonna hit the, the island is gonna cover her. Or, never mind. Maybe the island will cover regardless. We avoided some torpedoes. There probably are more on the way though. Come on Andalusia, where are you? Double fire, nice. Oh yeah, there are some more Harbin torpedoes. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot the Harbin. Gonna finish off this cruiser, goodbye. There are the Andalusia torpedoes, I believe. I think Harbin has torps from the other side too, so let's turn in and slow down a little bit. And now we can, yep, there are the torpedoes. Bismarck is deleted. By the Thresher, no less. And now we get to fight the Andalusia. Sadly, I think she's gonna be behind the island by the time my main guns are up. So the question is, now what? There's nothing else to fight here. I could go around the island, make sure the Andalusia is dead, but I think my teammates can do that one. Hipper's gonna push around. That's gonna basically spot the Andalusia. She's gonna have to start moving, right? If she reverses, well, she runs herself into me. If she goes forward, she's gonna run into the Thunderer and the Hawk. And if she stays put, the Hipper is gonna come along and just torp her. Or something. Oh, hello Andalusia. Fancy seeing you over there. Oh, that was a nice salvo Hipper. I think it was Hipper anyway. Sadly, I'm only gonna get the rear turrets. That did literally nothing. But the secondaries did something. I think that was another Hipper salvo. Well done, man. Well done by the Hipper. Good push. And now we just, I don't know, reposition to fight the enemy team on the other side. I would say that there's a pretty high probability that we're gonna win this match. I can't really explain the feeling, right? It's just something I feel in my bones. Might have something to do with the fact that they have 3 ships and we have, well, not 9 anymore. It's 8. Although if you do like short-term projections, look, they lost 0 ships while they sunk 1 ship. If we just extrapolate to infinity, eventually we're gonna lose all of our ships and they will have all 3 of theirs left. That's how statistics work, right? Okay. Surely we're gonna be able to nail the Petra from here. Just 3000 HP. Surely. Sadly, we don't get to fight more with our secondary. I would really love to fight the Colombo and or the Yamato, but the enemy team just doesn't have the points. They're at 75 points. They lose the Petra, they're gonna be down to like 15, I think. And then they're probably gonna lose the Yamato. 500 HP. Surely my AP shells will finish her off. I mean, I fired a full salvo. I can't believe it! None of them hit. What? Oh yeah, I mean, it wasn't a full salvo, but it was pretty close, okay? How did none of them hit? Some shells fell short, some went over. Unbelievable. Man, the main guns in this ship are just trash. Jesus Christ. Come on, surely they're gonna citadel Yamato here, right? Okay, I mean, I'm not actually gonna complain. 3 shell hits is pretty decent for this ship. And I hit the island with the rest. That one shell, it went too high. Yeah, I don't think my shells are ever gonna reach. Torpedoes from 2 different angles, a little bit of an anvil torp. Goodbye, Yamato. By the way, don't go anywhere, we still have a second match to go. 142,000 damage, Dreadnought, 2 close quarters experts, 1812 base XP, and that Thrasher definitely deserves all the compliments, as does this Hipper. Wow, I'm surprised, the secondaries did 64,000 damage total. The main guns actually did more. I am really surprised by that. I mean, you saw what the dispersion was like, the shells just went all over the place. Oh wait, no! I think it's because we managed to citadel that Lion, right? Without a salvo like that, yeah, the main guns would have definitely lost to the secondaries. Yeah, I guess it was just RNGesus. So, we're on the map Mountain Range, and we're gonna run it down on the western flank. Well, I guess we did the same thing as last time then. You know, it's a little funny. I've been playing the ship and the games have actually been pretty short. Either the enemy team basically just fell over and collapsed as we pushed in and just killed all of them, or I just died really early. Because I would go in and none of my team would support me, or they would actually support me, it's just that the enemy had many more ships, and I would just get rolled over and die. I mean, I would still do damage, etc., but it wasn't like a full-blown, nice, brawling fight. It just kinda ends. Torpedoes are really strong these days. Well, it's not so much that the torpedoes are really strong, it's that there's so many of them, from so many different sources, that it's very hard to avoid all of them. Like that Amagi over there just found out, his game is over. Anyway, there's a submarine on my side, so I'm gonna slow down and turn out. And we can already see submarine torpedoes coming. And wow, the slowdown actually caught the sub off guard, and she managed to completely miss the ping. Although the second ping will likely mean that the torpedoes will still lock on. I'm thinking of... Should I DCP this? Yeah, let's DCP this. This means the torpedoes will completely miss me. And all I really have to do is just sit here and wait. I mean, this is one of these parts where being the tier 9 Los Andes is actually... could potentially be a significant downside. The Grosse Kurfürst has 12.5 kilometer secondaries if she has invested in secondaries. I only have 12. Which means that if GK plays the range correctly, she could actually secondary me without me being able to secondary in return, until I get the F key up, of course. But she kept pushing forward, so my secondaries are up now, which means I can sail away. I kinda want to sail away because what's the best counter to submarines? It's sailing away from them! And I am a little afraid of the sub. It's a pretty scary thing. Luckily, our Mogami is there to help a little bit. She is half HP, and if we actually get a oil slick on the sub, we might be able to just airstrike her out. Yep, I think we can. Yeah, I think that sub's dead. Goodbye, you... Oh yeah, she's definitely dead now. There's no way. 2000 HP. If nothing else will, my airstrike will get her. Wow, this is a great start. This is an excellent start. Nice. Next up, Grosse Kurfürst. I mean, I can just basically park here. Because the GK is gonna be extremely worried about that Mogami with the torps around the island. Like, she's gonna be focused on that. Meanwhile, my secondaries and my main guns will be pummeling away at the GK. And if the GK fires at me, like she just did, Mogami's gonna pop out from behind the island, torp her, and leave. Because what's the GK gonna do? Right, she can't shoot her because she shot me. I think your days are numbered, Grosse Kurfürst. 800 HP, yep. Goodbye. Not so gross anymore, are you? Well done by the Mogami, really well done by the Mogami. Man, I've had some pretty good teammates. Last game I had Thresher, this game I have the Mogami. Pretty amazing. So right now I just checked what the range of Lucian's torpedoes are. Actually, I even forgot Lucian had torpedoes. For some reason, I think she's the zombie heel destroyer, right? For some reason I thought she didn't have torps. But they are deep water torpedoes, so that's actually something that's potentially scary towards me. Does that mean we're gonna sail in the opposite direction? No. He's not a submarine after all. We're just gonna sail towards that Hindenburg, because we might be able to sink the Hindenburg with our secondaries. Not to mention, I don't think Lucian wants to fight me purely with torpedoes, because she really is more of a gunboat as far as I remember. Like, you actually want to start fires and stuff, which is kinda hard to do if you're in stealth mode. There is no stealth firing anymore, unless you're in a smokescreen, which I'm pretty sure Lucian does not have. So the worry is that there's gonna be torpedoes aimed roughly at me when I go the way I'm going right now. So at some point I'm gonna have to slow down a little bit and or turn in a little bit too, to make sure that the torpedoes end up missing me. If I was that Austin, I would actually be scared. Because I think Austin is much more likely to get hit by those torps than I am. So see, right now we're already slowing down. Because we're within secondary range of the Hindenburg already. So if torpedoes were on the way, by slowing down we would almost certainly avoid them. And we don't have to risk ourselves. Although the fact that the torpedoes haven't shown up already probably indicates that the Lucian did not fire them. Which means that she might be firing them right now instead. So I should change my current... Oh, no, she actually fired them a little bit earlier. So I guess we avoid those torpedoes. And luckily Austin had hydro, so she managed to spot them early. Go, my little secondaries, go! You can sink the Lucian, surely! 1500 damage? 700 damage? Another 1500 damage? Another 1500 damage? Man, I love these secondaries. Come on, main guns, do your job. And now we focus back on the Hindenburg. Only 2 hits. Can't really expect too many, of course. Sadly, we did not manage to finish off the Lucian, but I think she is sufficiently low HP that she's gonna be worried about fighting any ship with her guns for the rest of the match. If there even is a rest of the match, because they have 4 ships, 88 points, and they're not gaining any more, in a standard battle no less. This is gonna be a nice short 9-minute game. Oh, that was a 10,000 damage with the main guns, or actually maybe an 8k. But the secondaries finish her off. Not a close quarters expert, very nice. And Austin chased down the Lucian, which ended the game in 9 minutes flat. Wow, this was a great team, great matches. I actually really like the enemy team too, because they actually pushed. I love fights where at least one team is pushing, because I think it's just more fun. 1739 base XP, and Mogami, you definitely deserve that compliment. 124,000 damage, this time the secondaries did basically all of it. 60,000 with the secondary straight up and 17k with fire damage. Main guns did not at all compete. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.